evening, class. My name is Octavius Hall, and today I would like to teach you guys how to play the game of billiards, also known as pool. Now, the term billiards or pool is a term that is used to describe any game that is played on a pool table. Today, specifically, we will be learning how to play the game of 8-ball pool. Now, before we get started, I would like to give you guys some background history on the game itself. Now, traces of pool can be found in English and French history as early as the 1600s. And the game was evolved from a game called croquet, or similar to croquet, and it's played on a grass field. Usually the surface of the pool table is green. The green was used to represent the grass that the game was played on. Also, the game was played with a tool called a mace. Now, a mace was a wooden stick that resembled a golf stick. Now, today's stick that we have here was developed because people realized that it would be easier to shoot with the narrow end of the stick rather than the side that was more broad. So the word pool comes from the term pool room, which was a place during horse racing games where people would place bets and everything like that. And there's a common place for a pool table to be in that room for people to pass the time. Now, pool is a very popular sport. According to the Colorado State University website, there was, in 1873, pool was the first sport to have a world championship, which is very interesting. But it fell off around the 1950s, and it regained popularity because of two movies that came out. One was in 1961, and that movie was called The Hustler, and the other movie was The Color of Money, featuring Tom Cruise, which more people will be familiar with. So now that you guys know a little bit about the game and the history of the game, I would like to show you guys how to play. Now, you have the pool table. You have 6 different holes in which you can score. You also have 16 balls. You have balls number 1 through 15. You have the cue ball. Now, the object of the game is to be the first person to score the 8 ball. But before you do that, you must score all of the balls for your team first. 1 through 7 are solids, and 9 through 15 are stripes. So here you go, you rack up the balls. These diamonds here, all over the table, are used to measure where you should place your balls and also to measure shots, but we're not going to get into that. So you want to make sure you line the rack up at the second diamond, right in the center of the table. Remove this. Now I'm going to show you guys how to shoot. So here, you have your pool stick. You want to make sure the pool stick is chalked up so you can have good friction between the stick and the cue ball. Before you shoot, you want to make sure you're behind the second line at the head of the table as well. You can shoot anywhere within this area right here. I'm going to start right here. And here you go. Now, I didn't make anything in, so the next person who shoots will determine what team they're on. So if they make this